Here's a challenge for you. And I was just thinking about this, and I thought you should do this too. You should do the same thing as me. Okay. So I just finished work. Uh, I clean windows. Just so you know, I worked a really long day. I had a fucking monster day. Really tired, but I wanted a coffee after work, and I usually go down and get a coffee. And they have nice people, these nice young people working at the coffee shop. And you know what I've noticed is like young people are usually more excited than old people. Not always, but usually. So if for example, you can usually take a young person and say, have you ever heard of Bitcoin, or have you ever heard of, whatever? And they'll be like, yeah. They have more interest. For the older people, it's more intellectually interesting, but for younger people, I think they're looking for something. I don't know, not always true, but anyways, I like young people because I know that if I send them some coins or whatever, they're way more likely to get involved and start doing something. But I had a really long day. I really didn't feel like talking to people much. But then I kind of saw, okay, this young guy, okay, dude, no one's around. What's your cell phone? And I played a little game with him. I had a couple dollars in fiat, and and I said, okay, now as a tip, which one would you prefer, the dollar bill or Bitcoin, or Bitcoin Cash? And he said, well, to be honest, man, I wouldn't mind having the dollar. So he actually preferred the fiat, okay? But I didn't shut him down or anything. He said, well, the reason why is because we have to share these tips with our crew and all that kind of stuff. And he said, well, we're really supposed to share all the tips with all the staff, so it's not really fair if I just take the tip. And then I said, okay, no worries. I'll give you the fiat. I'll give you the couple bucks. And what's your cell phone? I'll send you some. I'm going to send you some. I'm going to text you over some Bitcoin Cash. And then I tried to do that, by the way, and it wasn't going through. So Vin, I don't know if I don't know. Today my coin text is all fucked up. But so then I had to pull him up a Bitcoin.com wallet, and this all took like a fair amount of time. But lucky there was no one in the coffee shop. And yeah, so I helped him. I just sent him $1 or whatever, and he's a young guy, so maybe a couple years from now, he'll remember that, and this thing could get whole lot bigger, and he'll be like, yeah, there was that crazy dude who one day he came in and he sent me this. Yeah, totally. So here's my challenge for you: is even if you have a long day, go and share or do something nice for one person, if you can. So if you can do that like once a day, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Even if you're really tired and shy, but probably I think most people are just kind of shy. I would say that's kind of their thing. Like they really actually do have spare time, but they're not really like, it's sort of awkward. It's sort of awkward opening up the conversation with people, even though you're thinking like, wow, this person seems really nice. I would love to send them some coins, but I don't really know what I would say. Oh, fuck it. I'm not going to bother. I think that happens to people quite a bit. So I started just like saying dumb stuff like, oh, here's a dollar bill. Here's a big choice for you. Like, play a little game with them. Now I don't do this with them if they have other people in the line, because you'll actually be really giving them a problem if you don't screw up their job. But if there's no one there at their store, this is where you can mess around. And you can say, especially with service people, because service people have no problem accepting a tip. So this is perfectly normal. And you can say, here, what would you prefer? $1 in Bitcoin or $1 in fiat, or, something like that. And it's sort of playful. And if they choose the dollar, give them the dollar, but then say, hey, don't worry. And then don't be afraid too, by the way, to send them like something really small, like 5 cents. That's totally okay. You can totally send someone 5 cents. I don't do that, but I think that's totally. You can even send them 1 penny. It's totally fine. I usually try to send 25 cents, 50 cents, or $1 or whatever. So I guess that's my challenge is for you. Even though you're tired or even though you're shy, next time you're in a store or and they're not busy and you're with somebody, try to do it maybe once a day if you can, and make up a little game like that. Hey, I want to give you a tip. What do you want, a dollar bill or some Bitcoin? And make them choose, and you'll see it's actually pretty funny. So, okay, bye. Oh yeah, tell me what your thoughts are. Thank you.